I like listening to. There's often things you meet, or you miss rather, the meeting.
Good afternoon. Here we are for a new session of wellness gathering, and we're taking responsibility for our well-being through the core principles of the core alignment. And we're going to be focusing on the wonder of movement. Now, I think Lynn has got lots of good things up her sleeve for this session. So, Lynn.
Well, I don't know if that good things up my sleeve. I'm just going to be, well, what we're going to be doing is just diving in and sharing what the wonder of movement is and how movement is really one of our birthrights. We're always moving, whether we think we are or not, either physically, emotionally, or, our thoughts are moving. So that's what our focus will be for the next 10 weeks. There'll be 10 different conversations that we'll be working through, and we're going to be having a curious conversation today, just like at the beginning of all of our sessions or seasons that we've been working through. We've started with kind of having a curious conversation and looking at where we are and where we might be moving towards. So we're going to start just a little bit different today because we haven't been together for a while. We're going to start with a 3-part process. So I'm going to invite you to share a little brag, something that you're feeling good about, share a gratitude, and share a desire. And so just say your name, say where you are, and then we'll go through all 3. So my name is Lynne. And I am in Calgary, Alberta, known as Sutina. We're in the Sutina area of Calgary. And a brag that I have right now is, well, right now, I've been having space and time just to spend with my kids that are moving around and changing homes and doing all kinds of things. And so I've had the space and time to take care of myself, but also help take care of them. And I'm grateful that, well, for this work and other work that I've done, that I have been able to create some space for myself to take care of my body and prioritize my health and movement and exercise and diet. And so I've been really, really feeling good about that because I'm feeling really awesome in my body right now. It's just like, it just blows my mind that my body can change at 60. And so I'm really grateful for that. But one of my desires is to, well, share more of the wonder of movement through this module. It is a module that was developed through the core alignment coaching principles and emotional wisdom training through Kate Michaels. And so I am desiring just to move through this module. I didn't know if I would do it because it's a little bit deeper processes than the other 3 that we've done. And so, but I am excited to, that's my desires, to share this with y'all. All right. How about you, Madeline?
I'm Madeline. I'm in Calgary, Alberta, and I will share a brag. I just finished working on helping to edit. Here, let me show you the book. Can you see that? I don't have it.
Yeah.
Helping edit this book that just launched on to Amazon. And Anita is a lovely, lovely person. And I didn't have a ton to do, but I edited the whole book. I helped to edit the whole book. And so that was a complete surprise to me that it got uploaded so quickly. So that's a good one. I am grateful that I have this other new passion, and I'm starting a new course in it. And so I'm grateful that I can do that. Um, and grateful that I have all these things to fall back on, because we have to move, talk about movement. We have to move houses, and that I find myself, wishing to be out, finding things that are outside of the box, not just looking at one little column of possibilities, but all kinds of possibilities. And I keep focusing on the miracles that can happen if we just know what we want, right? Even though it's disastrous out there in terms of the kind of prices that you have to pay in Canada and all this kind of stuff. But so my desire is to find the perfect place. And Maya's decided she's moving out on her own. So the desire is to find the perfect place for Gordon and I to finally be the empty nesters that we, have longed to be in some regard and sad in other regards. So this is the desire to do it gracefully.
Awesome. Awesome. Ah, cool. How about you, Olive?
Well, first I couldn't think of anything to brag about. The thing that I came up with is my dental therapy class got together about almost 2 weeks ago now. We graduated and started our careers 50 years ago. And there were 20 of us that got together. We shared a meal, shared stories and hugs, and we had a wonderful time. That's my brag.
Cool.
Three of them had passed away, and others had had health issues and had been widowed, and all sorts of things have happened in 50 years, but it was a good time. Anyway, that probably falls into the same, leads into being grateful. I was grateful to be able to share that time with those women. Desire. One of the things that I noticed from photos taken on this occasion, I knew I'd gained weight. I hadn't been on a set of scales in 4 years. And I thought, when I saw that picture, I thought, I have just become a fat old lady. And so I came home and I bought myself a set of scales. I discovered that I had gained actually 20 pounds, which is not healthy, especially at my age. So I dug out my old Curves weight management book. So on the Curves diet for the next month. Much easier to do the first time I did it, probably 20 years ago, because it's just me and cooking for. So my desire is to fit back into my size 12 pants. I'm not going to buy a size 14. There, that's my story.
Awesome. Awesome. Cool. How about you, Dawn Marie?
I'm Dawn Marie, and I'm from Sacramento, California. And what I am going to brag about is, I started reading a book. And sitting down to read a book has not been one of my favorite things to do. But I have to keep telling myself I need to read. I don't need to listen to it. I need to read, because I just feel like it will help me with talking and being able to provide information and the right information. And so I started reading this book called Having Meaning, Finding Purpose. And that to me is just like opened up a part of my brain that I really hadn't given much meaning to. But it's been very insightful, and I'm going to make it a point to try and read it every day, whether it's 30 minutes or one chapter. I'm committed to making that a part of my journey at this stage of my life. My desire is, I started a business in 2020, and not really sure where it's going now in 2024. So I have to make a decision to either really get this business off of the ground, because the IRS has been tracking me for the past 4 years. So I need to make a decision between now and 2025 as to what I'm going to do with this business. But I ran across a organization that's offering business booster workshops to help you to solidify various aspects of the business, whether it's bookkeeping, whether it's marketing, whether it's seeking financial assistance. It's a whole 10-week course every other Tuesday at 9 a.m. to 11. And so I've made a commitment to sign up. Now I got to commit to it. And so tomorrow is the first session, and my desire is to really treat it like a opportunity to take my business to the next level. Meaning I need to get up and get dressed and act like a professional to be able to make this really manifest what I desire for this business. So that is what I'm going to be working on along with this for the next few weeks.
Awesome. Awesome. Yay. How about you, Lorraine? Mom?
Wow, you guys, isn't that, it's amazing what I'm sitting here and listening to. Something that I would brag about is that my desire is that I'm still able to be learning a lot of things. I been listening to things and meeting with people and being on Zooms and being involved. And so I think I'm very excited, and I feel really positive about it. And I'm very grateful for being able to be in touch with people and finding out more about what they're doing. For example, I was on a 3-hour Zoom call at an AGM yesterday. And believe me, things have changed since I've left Regina. Anyway, and of course, my big desire is to stay as well and mobile as possible, so that I can get out and do the necessary things that I need to do for my day of getting up and taking a shower and making meals and planning and being open to all this learning I'm doing. So that's it.
Very cool. Very cool. Wow, it's so awesome too.
I didn't tell you where I was from. I'm Wassa, British Columbia.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. Got that. Well, it's just nice to start with often starting with a brag leads into a gratitude very naturally. And then it's nice to share our desires too. We don't often give ourselves a chance to actually celebrate some of the wins that we have. So today we're going to be focusing on having a curious conversation around the direction we are currently moving in our lives. And so our intention is to gather information around what direction you are currently moving in, and setting an intention for our next 10 weeks together. So what is it that you know you want more of in your life? I know that for myself, what I would like right now in my life is a little bit more acceptance. I'm finding that there's a lot of movement around me, but I am feeling really internal and really kind of like I don't, like I'm feeling kind of more still, and I'd like to just sit and kind of observe, but there's a lot of things moving around me. So I'm wanting to really move towards a little bit more acceptance in the current flow that's going on around me. So what is it that you are moving towards, Dawn Marie? Or what is it that you know you want more of? Or
now that the weather is starting to warm up here in Sacramento, I want to be able to get out and ride my bike more. I took it out a couple of weeks ago, and I guess I rode over something that gave me a flat tire. So now I have to go and take my bike to a bike shop to get the tire repaired. But my goal is to get out and ride more in the evenings and just get another form of exercise. I have a lot of things that I'm now becoming aware of that are in my toolkit that I believe are very helpful, and I just need to use them. So I want to start incorporating more of the things that I have in my toolkit into my everyday life.
Cool. How about you, Madeline?
What I want more of in my life, possibilities, I guess, right at this very moment in time, more possibilities, more understanding that stuff stuff is available for us to uh, you know, all the things that need to be done, the paring down, the boxing up, the deciding what is good to have, hang on to, and what isn't, and all of that, and all of the, and we've done it tons. Like, this is not a first move by any stretch, but I don't want it to become like scary because it's getting to be, oh God, I have to do that again. I want it to be exciting. So I guess I want more of, being excited about the possibilities of what all of this is. That's kind of more in a nutshell than all the detail of it.
Got it, got it, got it. How about you, Olive?
I want more outdoor time. Our weather is improving, and this is the time of year that I like to be out planting plants and just enjoying the outdoors. It's my goal.
Yeah. Getting out. That's what I
Yeah.
feel like too. How about you, Lorraine?
What I want more of, I think, is like all of it, being able to get out on our new deck and get some sun and just enjoy looking at the forest and the gophers and the birds and the bees and I'm looking for more, just being able to maybe get my hands in some soil and make some flower pots for the deck.
Yeah.
Cool. So if we take some of these possibilities and some of these getting out and, looking at the tools that we have, and if we're going to look at the difference that this wonder of movement and the principles of core alignment, let's just get really curious about the difference that alignment can make in our lives. So what difference do you think that alignment makes in your life? Lorraine?
What difference does alignment make in life? I think the difference of alignment, if you've got that good feeling about what you're doing, I think it's that, that relaxed, good feeling. You don't know judgment. You just feel good about the course of what you're doing, and I think that is, I think, what really resonates with me, because you have to feel good. That shouldn't be a struggle or a negative, heavy feeling.
Got it. Yeah, feeling good. I think when we bring joy to we're enjoy what we're doing, it's far easier to be in alignment. Or I'm more aligned with what's making me happy. What about you, Olive?
I find that the core alignment kind of gives me the big picture and helps me to balance the aspects of my life. Um, I have a clear view of what's going on and what's my future.
Got it. Got it. How about you, Madeline?
Being in alignment provides more unconditional emotional stability.
Cool. How about you, Dawn Marie? What difference does alignment make in your life?
Alignment for me means to be present to what's happening around me and being grateful for the opportunities to do the things that I get to do, and being thankful that I'm healthy, that I wake up every day, and I think that alignment to me is being grateful, being grateful.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I think the difference that alignment makes for me in my life is that I can more I'm more able to feel who I am underneath everything that's going on around me. I'm not just everything that's out there. I'm here right now. So what difference do you think that alignment will make as you move more towards having these things that you want to have more of in your life? Some of these things that you've shared. Dawn Marie?
Well, I would have to say being in alignment for me with what I discussed today was going to help me to really define what I want to have happen in my life over these next 5 years, establishing those short-term goals and making sure that I stay on top of it so that I can accomplish what my heart desires.
How about you, Madeline?
I think the ability to receive what all the options are is a big part of when you ask for ideas and then you're just shutting the door to the ideas that you're maybe, being short-sighted. So remaining open and being available and being eager for all the possibilities, because you never know what a crazy thing can happen. Like I really have that desire for something really crazy to happen. So
Like winning the lottery.
Like winning the lottery. Like
Which
winning a
she
house.
has done. She's
Oh my
ready
gosh, like all of
to be
these
ready.
crazy. Yeah, ready to be ready for blessings beyond imagination. Like I am ready. I am always ready.
How about you, Olive?
I, as you were speaking, Lynn, I was thinking of periods in my life where I'm not focused on anything. What I want, what I feel is better in my life is my focus and my commitment with alignment. Otherwise, I'm just like a pinball bouncing all over the place. This gives me focus, helps me to focus, I guess.
Got it. How about you, Lorraine?
Well, I think the question was about being to do with this alignment. I forget what the original.
Yeah, so we're talking about the difference alignment can make in your life.
Okay.
And as you're moving towards more of the things that you want.
I think as Olive says, and it makes your day go better when you're focusing and you've got to wake up with a plan or some things to do, and you feel like you got a purpose, and I think that's the good feeling about it. It was a little funny, this thing. You plan. I sit at having my breakfast and I make a little list of things I want to do, and I thought, well, I'll write down what we're going to have for supper. And Randall comes and sits at the table, and we're just talking, and he says, well, what are we going to have for supper? And I hand him my written list. So I was focusing, I was one step up on him. Now, whether we have it or not, I don't know, but that was the plan.
Well, and this is the thing, there's so many ways that we are moving in our lives, either physically, emotionally, mentally, and we are always moving towards something, and that is creating this wonder of movement as we are looking at the difference that the alignment can make. So we've shared a lot today. And so what will you take with you today as we are moving towards this next season, which will be 10 weeks, probably take us into July. I think we're going to take a couple of Mondays off for Canada Day and May long weekend here. So what will you take with you that'll support you until we talk again? Don Marie?
Well, I'm glad that we are all back together. So what I am going to take is the excitement of scheduling my Mondays again, to be able to set aside this 30-minute window to really get present and to be able to make the things that I want to have happen become a reality. This kind of helps centers me and grounds me to really get focused on the direction that I want to go from here on. So I'm excited.
Cool. Awesome. How about you, Lorraine?
What I'll take away from this conversation till we meet again, I think the fact that we're validating where we are within ourselves as we move forward. And when you look at your space of life, you really have to be focused on that space, so the rest of your life is going to feel good. So it's validating. I think that what came to my mind, that word validate.
Awesome. How about you, Olive?
I will take away how helpful this group is in making me focus on a goal. It just helps with that process.
Awesome. Madeline?
What I will take away that will support me until we meet again, how easy it is to have a good chuckle. I think that's just a great asset to our little group. We always have a good chuckle over something. So I think that's a great support of on any level.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Well, what I take away is, just the blessing of having an intentional conversation, even if it's just short and sweet, and this element of being curious and looking at the difference that alignment can really make, and taking away, it's validating. Like, we're validating where we are, we're validating our uniqueness, all of us, and we're validating the things that are important that we're focusing on, and the excitement that goes with that, and sharing that little step along the way as we create more, this wonder of movement. So, what movement is available in a certain way, and it might be a good time just to kind of write things down. It's like, have a little bit of a, what do they call it? I don't know how, I know it will be list. And then just do some brainstorming. So thank you for showing up. I'm excited for this one. We're going to be looking at, we're going to be inviting in some celebrities through this module. So in a unconscious way. So we will see you next week.
Okay. Very good. Thank you for showing up, and it's nice seeing everybody.
Yeah.
I'll just stop the record.